More severe summer weather hammering the Northeast. It's also causing coast-to-coast travel delays and record-breaking flash flooding. States of emergency have been issued in parts of New York State and Vermont after heavy rainfall. NBC News correspondent George Solis is about an hour north of New York City with the latest from there for us. George, what are things looking like now after we heard from the governor a short time ago? What did she have to say about the storms?
Yeah, Kate, there's untold devastation right here. The governor calling this a 1-in-1,000-year flood. You really can't assess it just from being here on the ground, just looking at the street with the mud and the water behind me. There are basements here that are flooded. There are roads that are going to be eroded, culverts. We know a 35-year-old woman lost her life as a result of those sweeping floodwaters that rushed from this weather event, some 8-9 inches falling in a very short amount of time, contributing to that flash flooding. You see there are structures where the water line was. It was presumably, I'm told, taller than where I'm at right now, which is almost unfathomable to think about. The governor saying right now is a time to assess. Obviously, the consideration and right now the concern is making sure federal funding arrives to this site. States of emergency, disaster declarations, all of that part of the norm when you have impact like this. As far as what comes next, Governor Hochul, again, wrapping up a press conference here on site not long ago. Take a listen to what she told me.
The first step is assessment. Assess the damage. Assess the monetary value of the damage so we can put in our request for FEMA assistance to help the communities have the resources they need to rebuild. The extreme weather is continuing north. Rain is hitting Albany. It's also hitting the Champlain area. Fortunately, the bullseye of this storm seems to be moving further east.
Now, the governor is stressing this could have been much worse. They had about 9,000 crews ready and staged, about 5,000 utility crews to get people back on the grid as quickly as possible. But again, here, the devastation is still being tallied, Kate.
And, George, I know Amtrak was delayed. There were flights delayed or canceled. What is travel looking like now?
It is improving steadily. Yesterday, there were some 2,000 flight cancellations. We're somewhere in the 400 range today. It is still a little too early to see how that's going to filter out the rest of the day today, but they are steadily improving. And as you heard the governor say, this weather event is moving, so we can certainly keep a close eye on all travel because we know it'll likely be impacted as this weather event continues to move further north. Kate.
Yeah, just different states. NBC News correspondent George Solis with us. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.